Hello guys, how are you?
Hello guys, Tarrie Martin here once again.
Yes, we are back with our fourth episode, guys, of our love story.
Yes,
We're back
yeah.
again, sweetheart. And today, it's a crucial topic. It's a crucial topic. Remember, a lot of people were asking, the last episode that we did, we discussed about how I managed to change to
Yes.
become a better man, right? So a lot of people were asking me, in the comment section, how did you manage, Tarrie, when this is directed to you, sweetheart? How did you manage during that time when your husband was doing all sort of things, when your husband was astray, when sometimes he was not sleeping at home? How were you how did you manage to hold on and to carry on just like that? How did you manage?
Okay, let me just start by saying it's not an easy journey, guys.
Yes, true.
It's a very tough journey. You know, marriage is a work in progress.
Yes.
It's you work on it every day. Yes, we work on it differently.
Yes.
And our problems, they come in different ways.
Yes.
So basically, on my own journey, I went through a lot. Whatever he says is true. I went through a lot. I went through a lot of cryings, a lot of late night sleeps, a lot of like I went through a lot, you know. Psychologically, I went through a lot. You know, at times you don't even know where a person is. You have made supper. It should be your honeymoon stage, you know. And then you ask yourself, did I do the right decision or not? You know, because usually when it's early years of marriage, you would think it's a honeymoon phase and everything. But I tend to differ now. Why? Because of I went through a lot during those first honeymoon years. For me, it was not honeymoon. It was a lot. I went through a lot. I went through a lot of sacrifices, a lot of compromising, you know. Why? Because of I loved my husband. I love my husband so much, you know. I still feel that it's only the foundation was love. It's only the foundation is the only thing that kept me going. When I think of leaving, there were days I would pack my bags and think of leaving. And then when I think of the love, the base of our relationship, where I wanted it to go, I would just like give up packing the bags. I will see myself in another direction. I see myself thinking of the positives of the marriage rather than the negatives. So it's a lot of work. It's a work in progress. I went through a lot of sacrifices are needed in marriage, a lot of compromising. It's not every day when you wake up, you are smiling. Some days you wake up, you are crying, you are shouting. I used to shout, I shout until I'm tired. You know, until I go to a point where I say to myself, I think I'm not the person who is going to change this guy. I just let it go. I used to shout until I stopped shouting. I would just let him go. I would just let him be. Yeah, it was tough. It was not easy for me.
Yeah, I understand. Baby.
Yeah, it was not easy at all.
It was a difficult time because I remember every time I came back, it was fights. Every time, and I couldn't stop. I could carry on and carry on and carry on. But, you know, I just realized, you know what, sometimes you just make a decision of what do you really want in life.
Yes.
What do you really want in life. I know for most men it could be a phase whereby because most men, they take time to adjust than women, because the moment you just get married, you adjust, you become a mother, you become a figure in the house, you become a home, you understand? So now for men, we still want to hang out, we still want to spend time with the boys, you know, some things. So I feel like compromising is very, very important in a marriage. Compromising is very, very important.
Yes, it's very important, but we don't have to justify whatever men do, because it's not easy. Psychologically, some they go through physical abuse, some they go through psychological abuse. Some, you know, every abuse is an abuse. So we must never justify whatever men do, because I feel like us as women, we're born mothers. From our childhood, our African houses, we were just raised to be women, to be mothers.
Yes.
Even when the parent is not there, you are the one who's assigned with duties. You know what to cook for dinner, you know what to have for breakfast and everything. And then the boys were just left to do whatever they can do. They don't even do their household chores or anything. So I believe for us, it's easy to adjust as a woman. When you get married, already you have set yourself to being a wife.
Yes. And tell me, did you reach a point whereby you say, you know, I don't think I'm no longer loving this man. I'm out. Did you reach that stage?
You know, let me put it this way. You know, the more you hate your wife, the more you separating the love apart.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
So the more you hate a person, the more you are distancing yourself from the person.
Yeah, true.
You know, because now you learn to live without the person,
Yeah.
bit by bit. The more he's not around at home, the more I'm learning to live without him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get me? So it was getting to that point where I was used to doing my routine alone.
Mm-hmm.
You are married, but you are staying alone.
Very
You
best
are
thing.
married, but then at night you are having late nights alone. So you learn to live without this person now. So if you are not careful enough as a man, there are times where the woman will end up like she's grown to an extent where she cannot even live with a man anymore. So if you're not careful enough, if you delay, your turning point delays, that's where you get to that point where already it's done. We're talking of divorces now. You get me?
Yes.
So you have to thank God, because your turning point came at a point where I was still attached. Although there was a distance already, because you remember the first days you changed, I was actually shocked because I was used to being me,
Yes,
alone, myself.
alone.
You know, I was used to having suppers, dinners alone. You know, I was used to sleeping alone. I would know that weekends I'm alone. This is the reality of my marriage, and the things that you get to accept, that the things that we normalize as a society,
Yeah.
that we must never normalize. Those things that like a man must go out during weekends and you must be in the house. Why? Are you the bodyguard of the house? Huh?
Yeah, no, I can imagine, man. You really went through a lot, and I am very, very sorry for that. You know, I can see now that I really wasted a lot of time, the time that I spent away, astray, you know, partying and stuff, you know. And if we had used that time to the bond and to build our marriage, our relationship, and our kids, I'm sure by now we could be far. But you know what? The word of God says time and chance happens to them all.
Yes.
And when the time is right, the
And the
Lord
Lord
will
shall
always make it happen.
Yes.
So yeah.
No, but it's not easy. It's not easy. You know. I ended up seeing that shouting does not help. Because I used to shout. I remember I used to shout very well. You know. And I used to. At times I would be moody, not even want to talk to him when he comes back. At times I would do all those reactions that you can think of. But when you shout, it just comes through this ear and goes out with the other ear. You're talking to yourself. You know, I would lose it. I would totally lose it. I would do group conversations, you know, conference calls with my sisters, with his sisters. We sit him down. I remember with my mother-in-law, there was another time we even clapped him. When he was going out of hand, you know. But I ended up saying to myself, I'm not going to report anymore. Enough is enough. I'm not going to pick anymore. I'm here to stay.
Yes.
This is my marriage. I'm here to stay.
Yes.
And that turning point for me, that change of me came when I gave myself to Christ.
Yeah.
You know, I was matured enough now, because, you know, I got married at a very early age, and we were both young actually.
Yeah, we're very
yes,
young.
I think he had skipped the stage or something. I don't know. But I think I also skipped. But you know, as women, like I said, we are born mothers. Yes.
Yeah.
So I ended up not even reporting him to anyone. I would face my things alone. I would face my problems heads on. So by turning point when I gave myself to Christ, I now learned, you know, from church that they teach you, if you are married, you pray for your marriage, you know, giving us the referral scriptures that I would read and pray with the using references.
Let me just fix your mic.
So that's when I noticed now that marriage is nothing without God. Marriage already is a blessing on its own spirit. Marriage is a blessing, it's a covenant that is it's a sacred covenant.
Yeah.
You know, that is rare to find.
Yeah, true.
You know, so it's fought left, right, and center. This I only learned it when I started going to church now.
Yeah.
When I gave myself to Christ.
Yeah.
You know, and the moment we repented, the both of us, things started changing.
True.
For the best. I would see him now. He's not going to. He
Class,
was more
yeah.
in church than in
Yes.
even his circle. He started to prune out people, like take off some other friends. Then I eventually I started seeing that I'm the only friend now.
Yeah.
We're always together, like 24/7 and everything, you know.
That's
there are no passwords on the phones. The phone is now like it's just here every time.
Public,
He doesn't
yeah.
lie.
It's
Whenever
public,
he's going
yeah.
somewhere, he alerts me. He communicates. There's good communication. So I say to myself, so if I had prayed all this while, things could have changed. So some of the things, physically we cannot
Do them.
We can, yeah, it's only by prayer, you know, by prayer and fasting
Yeah.
that we can change other things. And zvinoda kutsanya nekunamata.
Kunamata, yeah,
So some of these things, if you in spirit, if you are full in your flesh than in your spirit, you can never.
You can never.
Yes, they can never come to pass. You talk every day. You can catwalk every day. You put eyelashes. You put your makeup. You smell good. And even you look at yourself as a woman. You are everything that a man can dream of.
Yeah.
You know.
But he's still living.
He still lives you. So it's only prayer. It's only prayer. By prayer and suffocation. Only prayer. That's
Yeah.
the only way. Otherwise, I thought that I was wasting my time. I could have known better. I could have gone to church. I could have been praying for my marriage. So our foundation, love, we must start with prayer.
Yeah.
Let's give it to God. Let's kneel
Yes.
down and pray for it. Before we share our problems with anyone, just share them with God.
Yes, I believe you there when you say that God is the one who should involve in a marriage. Remember,
Yes.
a marriage is a blessing. So since it's a blessing, it gets fought.
Yeah, it's fought.
The devil fights marriage like no man's business.
Yes.
That's why you see majority, they will be writing and saying, marriage is a scam, blah, blah, blah. Saying a lot about negative about
That's very
marriage,
true,
you understand?
that's very true.
But it's because it's a blessing.
It's a
because it's
blessing.
beautiful.
Yes.
Everything that is nice gets fought. That's why you see
true.
marriage gets fought left, right, and center. Everyone wants to destroy, wants to kill the motivation to destroy the feeling in marriage. They must feel bad about marriage. You understand?
Yes.
So that's why we said you should always involve God, and God must be the center of every marriage.
that's
God
very
must be
true.
the center of every marriage, guys, because marriage in marriage the devil doesn't stop.
That's
So
very true.
no, without wasting much and without spoiling whatever she said, I hope and believe that you guys have listened and you have heard what she said,
Yes.
because she said how she went through. She said it was all because of God. God made her stay strong, and God made her stay put, and she believed, and because the foundation was love, she managed to stay. Imagine if the foundation wasn't love, or maybe if she was there for material things or other things,
Yes.
she wouldn't be here.
That's very true.
Because those material things were not there, but still the hubby was just astray. You understand? So now she could get more reasons to live. But because of God and because there was love,
That's
she
very
managed.
true.
And I thank you so much, sweetheart, for being patient with me, because I really appreciate and I see the happiness that I have right now. I'm being able to, I'm growing.
your shirt is
yeah,
tight.
even my shirt is tight. I can
Yes,
see
the
that,
pants are tight.
I'm becoming a man, because of peace of mind.
Yes.
Sometimes we are just busy. That busy. It makes us slim because we don't have time
There's
for ourselves.
actually nothing out there, guys.
There's
Because
nothing.
If there was something, you could be coming with it.
Yes.
But then I feel like there's nothing out there.
No, there's nothing.
There's nothing out there. I want to just tell someone out there, if you're a man, we are out there, focus on your person.
Yes.
Yes. Build your person.
Yes.
Make them look how you want them to look.
Yes.
Build them. Be there for them. Some women they look old. Why? Because of that. We're always crying every day. We're crying. So you get wrinkles every day. Why? Both of you are crying. The man is not treating you right.
They won't be
Treat
the
your
glow.
woman right. Yes. Make her the woman that you want her to be.
Yeah.
Make her the woman to look like that woman that you see outside there.
Yes.
Yes. Please take care of your wives. We're precious gifts.
Yes,
Just look at us.
100%.
We are very
100%.
precious gifts.
Very
Yes,
precious,
exactly.
babe.
You take care of us, we multiply.
Exactly.
We're born multipliers,
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, whatever you gift us, we multiply. You give us love, we multiply it, yeah? Even money multiplies in the house.
That's true.
Ask him, the time he gave himself to Christ to change, our life started changing.
Yes. Blessings and blessings.
Blessings and blessings. We used to stay in a one-roomed house. Suffering, while least he was gallivanting. We were suffering. Our monies were
Too
never
much.
enough. We were
That's true.
always. We couldn't even buy furniture. We couldn't do anything with that money that we could get. Because it was having a lot of uses.
Yes, yes,
You must
yes,
go to the tavern. You must buy a new outfit. You used to buy new outfits to go to the gigs.
Yes.
Nice. You used to buy nice new outfits. You must buy, and he doesn't drink. Maybe he was buying for the friends beers or whatever. I don't know what he was doing, wherever he would be. So at times you waste your time wasting your precious money to build. Now since he stopped doing all those things, I don't want to lie to you guys, God has been a blessing. in our marriage. We
Yes.
just see things happening every day.
Yes.
Every day it's a testimony. It's a
Amen.
testimony. It's a testimony, you know. Because why we are in one now, we are in one accord, you know. So whatever God blesses when you are together.
Yes.
So when you're apart, God doesn't even know where to bless you. They go to Martin and give him this. You go to the wife and give him this. Are they still together? So when you are one, you pray together as a couple. You
Yes.
involve God. God will bless such a union.
Yes. Hans, God is love.
Yes.
So where He is, people don't lack. You will
Yes.
never lack when God
Never.
is with you. Mwari avambokusiye mega. He will
Never.
never leave you or forsake you. He's a God of love. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We really appreciate your love and support. We appreciate you. Check you on the next flip side. If you have a question or something that you feel like we should discuss about, we should talk about, just put it in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. Put your question in the comment section so that we come back with another episode. Thank you so much. We love you.
Tarrie Martin.
Bye-bye.
Bye.